Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jamie, and I am Intuitive Wisdom. I hope you all are feeling good. I hope you are feeling in your power as always. And if you have any pets, I hope that you're paying attention to them. The veil has been lifted, and they are very much in tune with everything that's going on. So yes, just watch your pets if they are trying to tell you something, if they're acting weird, or if they're doing anything out of the norm. Just pay attention to that and take note because they are trying to tell you something, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to get a message for the day. I'm going to pull for some tarot first. Let's see. All right. Let's see. What is the message, Holy Spirit, for the collective? What is the message from their guides to my guides? What is the message? All right, Judgment. There has been a final decision on something. There was something going on and it came to a stop. It has gone through a trial of some sort. This can be here in the 3D, or it can be in the heavens. And I feel like it's more so an unseen judgment that is being called, not necessarily a case here in 3D. Just by the way that angel is up in the sky looking down, I think that there is big judgment being called on many situations. Within the collective, I think that it's like karma. I feel like it's like that you reap what you sow type of energy. The Page of Swords. Learning something new. Seeing something new that you hadn't seen before, possibly. With this Judgment card. It could even be starting something new. Okay. And then you have the Hermit. So maybe you are... maybe you are learning something. What are you learning? Because the Page of Swords is somebody who is learning. Learning something as a new student. Learning something that they just have not learned before. So they're studying it with this Hermit. I don't know what it is you're studying. The Hermit card speaks of going internal, seeking internal wisdom. So are you trying to learn more about yourself possibly after this judgment has been called? That happens too. After a big decision has been made, maybe you're the one that has called judgment on something. Maybe you're learning something new about yourself, something that you didn't know. Maybe you're learning a new quality about yourself. Maybe you're just learning something new about yourself. And what is it? Let me see, because I really do feel like that's what it is. I feel like the collective has had to call judgment on something. And I feel like you have just learned something new about yourself. Ten of Swords. I think you have learned your strength in a sense. The Ten of Swords is completion. It's when you have thought about something, or, you know, just maybe even talked about something for so long that you gave up, okay? Or not gave up, but you surrendered to it. Because you see how she has these swords right here, all sticking in her, but she's on her phone laying down as if everything is fine and that there's no problem. Maybe you're just learning about how strong you are. Regarding what? What's coming after this? Regarding your Ten of Pentacles. I think you're learning how strong you are and how much willpower you possibly have to get your desires, to get your happiness, to create your reality to the fullest extent is really what I see. I see somebody who hasn't given up. I see somebody who has made judgment on the decisions that are going to get you here. I'm going to get some more on this Judgment card and see possibly what it is. The Ten of Pentacles is about, it can be financial stability. It can just also mean 10 different areas, or just a lot of areas in your life have become stable. You have created them diligently. You have worked hard on the reality that surrounds you right now. And for you to have called judgment on something, and for this to have been the first card, I feel like there was some things going on in the background that we don't know about just yet, because that was the first card. I feel like there was some things going on that you just had to let go of, because it was maybe stopping you from getting to this 10 of Pentacles. And once you hit this 10 of Swords, there's really no further you can go. 10 represents closures, endings, cycles being complete. What else, Holy Spirit? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. What else for the collective? One more. Yeah, Justice. This may have just even been something that you had no control over with this Moon card right here. Justice is, it's karma as well. Justice is blind, just like the moon, things you don't see. Justice is, it's just what you get. Everybody gets their justice, whether you're on this side or that side of the scale. Everybody gets their justice as according to whatever you have put out, you're going to get back. So I want to see what your justice is, though, because right now it's not really telling me. It's just looking like you were tired of doing something, and that you're learning about how strong, willed you are to get your happiness. Okay, and so the Justice card with the Moon, it sounds like a justice that it possibly is just being taken place in the background. Like the moon is things we can't see, things that are hidden, things that are done in the dark or in the shadows. It could also represent your subconscious mind, your higher self, possibly. Maybe your higher self, and the Hermit can also represent like your higher self or your internal self. Maybe your higher self has been the one to call this judgment, has been the one that has led you to call this judgment, because you guys have been so in tune. I know sometimes we can try to ignore things with our, our brain, with our intellectual mind, while we have our higher selves and our inner self telling us what direction to go. Like, sometimes we'll try to ignore or try to trick or try to act like we don't hear that inner voice, right? But I feel like this was a situation with the Judgment and the Justice. I feel like this was a situation where your higher self probably just kind of took over and called judgment on something. I don't really feel like you had a choice on this one. Okay, what else, Holy Spirit? Thank you. What else? The King of Cups. This is somebody who is extremely emotionally intelligent. Cool, calm, and collected is what I get when I see this card. Somebody whose emotions are just kind of flowing. Somebody who feels good about themselves. The King of Cups is confident as well. This is what I see after you have learned this about yourself. Sorry, excuse me. I feel like maybe you have seen a new side of yourself. You've unlocked something new. Maybe you feel more confident than you've ever felt. Just feeling good. Feeling more confident that the next person, place, or thing that comes around, being a king, you're going to watch who you give that cup to, because you understand the value within that cup, and you understand, how much work, with the Hermit right above it, it took for you to get to this king status. For you to be a king, and again, this can be male or female. We all hold these masculine and feminine energies. But for you to be represented as this King of Cups just shows how much work and how much strength it took you to get here. It doesn't come easy to be a king. It is not easy to get to that king status. It takes a lot. You have to go through a lot of other stages before you can become a king or a queen. Okay? And yeah, so now that you are here at this king status and you're just kind of confident and looking, maybe just kind of looking around. Maybe you're trying to find out what direction to go. Like, where do you steer this energy? Where do you take this energy that you've cultivated? How do you move forward with it? You know that you have the information that you need. You have everything that you need this far in your journey. But you're just trying to figure out, like, what direction am I going to go next? I kind of feel like you're in a waiting period. Just maybe decisions that are being made right now. After you have received this justice and judgment, I feel like it's almost kind of like, I just saw like people walking out of the courtroom. So after you have walked out of the courtroom, you now have decisions to make. You have things to think about. You have, yeah, you have something to think about. What are you thinking about? You're trying to figure out where to go, trying to figure out what's coming towards you. The Eight of Pentacles. Okay, this is in the reverse though. In the upright, the Eight of Pentacles is somebody who's working hard to perfect something. Somebody who is just in the middle of working, okay? Overworking in the reverse is just what I heard. And the Devil at the bottom. Okay, and stress. Okay, you know, here's that other party maybe that is starting to pop up in the reading, because I just don't feel like this is the first reversal that came out in the spread. So that's one reason why I feel like the story has flipped. The script has flipped a little bit. And for judgment to have been called on something, there has to be another party involved, right? So I said overworking, or maybe things not working out in the reverse. And then the Devil is attachments. The Devil is being bound to something. And then you have the Four of Swords, laying your thoughts to rest. And the Nine of Swords. Oh, man. And the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Spirit is really just telling me to put all of these cards over here on this side, because that's just what it feels. It feels right to do that, okay? So something did not work in someone else's favor. I feel like somebody had been deceived about something. Somebody was being deceptive. Somebody may have even been lying with that Ace of Swords in the reverse. Somebody may have been withholding the truth. And I feel like now that this judgment and this trial and this justice has been called, somebody is now reaping what they sow with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You got your justice. This Wheel of Fortune in reverse is, in the upright, the Wheel of Fortune is just about good things or fortune favoring you. It's in the reverse because I feel like they are on the other side of that fortune. The Nine of Swords is having sleepless nights. Thinking that the worst has happened, you know, but it really hasn't. It just feels like that to this other party. And this is even that Four of Swords. It just looks like more sleepless nights or just not getting your rest. Both of these ladies are in the bed right now. So I feel like this person might be up thinking a lot. Thinking. Maybe thinking about why this didn't work out. Or if they weren't lying, maybe they just don't have like a peace of mind. Or maybe they can't see the truth or something. Or maybe even refusing to see the truth with this Devil energy too. deceit or lies is just what I can see with this devil card with these surrounding swords. A lot of maybe even mind games. And maybe that's why this person over here has her hands over her face and over her head and stuff like that. Because when you play mind games with people, and the Ace of Swords again in the reverse, when you play mind games with people, or, you know, things like that, or whatever energy they were gearing towards you, I feel like the fact that it didn't work on you, it does a boomerang effect and it comes back. I feel like this person might be just getting what they have put out there. They are. I said the boomerang effect, and I was doing like this, the infinity symbol. Things just came right back around to them. Somebody was throwing something at you. Look, the Ace of Wands. Somebody was throwing something at you. Somebody was throwing some sort of energy, some sort of magic at you. Maybe somebody was even being manipulative with this Ace of Wands and this Ace of Swords in the reverse, making it look like there was it was one thing, like it was some sort of passionate or some sort of offer or beginning, but really there was hidden motives behind it with that Ace of Swords in the reverse. What? I don't know why people think that they can get away with things. Look at that. The Five of Pentacles. They are really having a hard time with this right now. And here you are just over here flourishing. Look at that. Flourishing. The Empress. Okay. And I just am going to put this Five of Wands. Oh my gosh. This is how they're coming out, y'all. Okay. So, you have... Let me move some of this stuff over here. You have the Strength. You have the World, the Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups, and the Empress. This is absolutely something that was owed to you. This is something, I just heard, this was just a long journey with this World card and this Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, again, is more completion. What is this? Let me see. Let me look this up. Look this up. Let me look at this and see what we can get from it. Let me keep that space right there in the middle between your energy and theirs. All right. So here you are over here. I feel like the fact that you have really gone internal and just focused on yourself and have been focusing on perfecting yourself. That's what the Hermit is doing. The Hermit internalizes his energy or her energy in order to seek out the darkness, in order to find the things within themselves that they know needs to be transformed. And I think that you just learned a lot about yourself while you were in this energy. I feel like you learned a lot of different strengths that you had. I feel like you learned about emotional balance, emotional intelligence. I just feel like you are probably at like the highest peak of yourself that you can be right now. I feel like you're like the best that you can be at this point in your life. The Ace of Pentacles can represent the body. Pentacles can be represented by the body. Pentacles are things of the earth, and the body is of the earth. I just feel like you are at your best self right now. I feel like you've just done a lot of hard work, a lot of work. How many aces are there? All of them are out here. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, I'm sorry, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Swords in reverse over there. The only ace that's in reverse, and it's on their side. It's on the other side of that Judgment. What does that mean? Let me see. I feel like, I just feel like they thought that they had the upper hand or something in some situation. But look at all of this conflict and chaos over here on this end. Just so much trickery, so much confusion, so much heartbreak that this person has either caused or is causing for themselves now. I feel like these swords are just falling down on them now all at one time. There's just a lot of conflict going on within this person's mental. They just don't see, they don't have a sense of clarity right now. They are really having a hard time. They could even be sick. The Five of Pentacles, their mental, I just feel like their mental health is just not in good standings right now. And that's what happens when you try to put this Ace of Swords in reverse and try to withhold big information. The Ace of Swords is a big truth. It's a big reveal. You know, it's something that comes from God. You know, I don't know if they were trying to hold something back, you know, that was for you. Were they trying to keep you from getting your fortune or something? Just trying to be deceptive. I just see a lot of deceit and deceptive over here on that end. They're not in good health by any means with this Ace of Swords. They feel trapped and bound and stuck and stagnant. They feel like they don't know which direction to go. They just may be running off of little energy right now too. They're tired. They are tired. They are tired. And this, look, this is coming in so hard on them with this Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is, oh, in the Tower, my God. The Eight of Wands is information or just something coming in really fast. Something coming in all at once. You see how these are coming out of the sky all at the same time? And she's trying to beat it before they get to the ground. You can't escape this energy right here. When something is meant to come down and come crashing down like this tower, there's nothing that can be done to stop it. And the Two of Cups. I'll get to that in a minute. I mean, from the looks of it, I'm sure they would want to make some sort of reconciliation or come into some sort of union or something like that at this point, because they're reaching for help. And I feel like it's all going on in their mind, though. I don't feel like they're necessarily taking any action towards you, because there's not too many swords over here on this side. I'm sorry. There's not too many wands over here. And the wands that are here are conflicting. There's just a lot of swords energy, so I don't see too much movement. The Tower, this is something that maybe their world is crashing down right now. But that's how it is. That's how justice works. Justice works like that. It's like, you know, what side of it are you on? How much of this did you put out? And how much of this did you put out? And you're going to get all of that all coming down on you at one time. And so what I see over here with you is you're feeling good. You're feeling abundant. You're feeling beautiful. You're feeling creative. You are feeling like you know that you have locked in your true happiness. You know what to do with these offers that you're going to be receiving. The way that these cards are behind the Empress, the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Cups. I feel like you have just chosen yourself. You just chose yourself every single time with this Ace of Cups that was presented to you. You kept your soul safe. You just kept your heart space safe. That's what I see with that. You have learned to keep your heart, I'm not saying guarded, but protected. You have kept it protected, and you have always done things to make sure that your heart was in good standing. With this Ten of Cups, making sure that your cups were always clean and clear. You may have been just taking a lot of inventory on the things around you or the things that you interact with. You may have been releasing things that needed to be let go of. What else? You may have, you clearly have just kept your eye on the prize. You have learned to close out cycles whenever they came to an end. Sometimes we don't always know when it's time to close out a cycle, and that can keep us in this repetitive loop of things. But for some reason, what is making me feel like, because of this strength, because of this Empress, the Empress definitely is going to know when to close out a cycle. The Empress is going to know when it's time for her to move on, when it's time for her to move, When she knows when something is not supporting her abundance, she just knows. She knows it. She can feel it. And that's because she nurtures herself and she loves herself and she takes care of herself. With this Nine of Pentacles, she takes care of her own happiness. She takes care of her body. You know, she could take care of her career, or these pentacles can represent anything, whatever you want to make these 9 pentacles, but they're about what you have produced and how you have nurtured and gardened. Is that the word? How you have been taking care of your garden and the garden that surrounds you, talking about your energies, right? So the Empress definitely holds the 9 of Pentacles energy as far as making sure that her garden stays watered, making sure that she continues to produce beautiful things. Like if there is, you know, if there's bugs or if there's pesticides, is that the word? Yeah, I don't know. Or if there's anything like that in parasites, I don't know. If there's any of that going on in this 9 of Pentacles Empress's garden, you better believe she is going to pluck out and find the solution to get rid of anything that's going to try to eat away at her garden. She's going to do it fast and she's going to do it unapologetically because she has already nurtured this so much. And you have to take care. You have to take care of what it is that you love and what it is that you hold dear to your heart and what it is that you have put the work in for. And a lot of what I see is you have been just putting that work into yourself. And I'm sure your surroundings are starting to present that and show that as well. They're starting to reflect that. So you have to remove those pesticides. I really don't know if that's the word. It's early. But you have to remove those. You have to remove those out of your garden. What else, Holy Spirit? Have I touched on these cards? Yeah, the Tower. And the fact that this Tower is in the middle, I just feel like this is just a drastic change on both parties. And once you get justice and judgment has been called, yeah, there's a big changes ahead. Things that hadn't been there before, or things that weren't happening before. I don't know, I'm just trying to say, I guess, like new things are just about to start occurring for the both of you. What else? I'm gonna get one more card. Knight of Swords. That I didn't pick that up, but something coming in fast again, something coming towards you. This person might be coming towards you with like in need, I just heard, or like in dire need, or coming towards you for answers now. Isn't that ironic? Isn't that ironic? That's how it works. After they have, you know, boomerang this energy back to them because it couldn't touch you, not much is going to touch the Empress. Not much is going to get up to where she's at. No matter what kind of sword you try to throw at her or what kind of chaotic energy you try to throw her way, it's probably not even going to reach her because her status is so high. Her energy is so high. Your connection and her connection to Source is so expanded. You know, the Empress is very, very much protected. So whatever was being thrown at you, whatever swords, whatever mind games, whatever lies or deceit, whatever all of this is, it never even touched you. I just don't think that they're trying to stop this from happening, or they don't want this to happen with this death in reverse. That's trying to stop an inevitable change from happening, but the decision has been made already. The decision has been made. Okay, so I'm just saying that whatever was being thrown your way, whatever energy, whatever words, whatever, it just wasn't touching you because you have been in this hermit mode, I feel like, for a long time next to this Ten of Swords. I feel like you may have even pulled your energy back or been reclusive and kind of just been in your mind and been thinking a lot about your happiness, about how you can create your pentacles on your own. All right, Holy Spirit, I'm going to get one more. This is a beautiful message for somebody out there. Thank you. Justice has been served, or justice is being served, and that is a beautiful thing. This is what happens when you just stay on your path and you stay in your business and you stay working with yourself. Okay, the King of Pentacles. More stability. You have the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. To me, this is a pair. So I feel like your insides are reflecting your outsides. Your emotional stability inside has really shown your character here on the outside. It has really shown who you are. It's shown that you have been a dedicated, diligent worker. Whatever it is that you have been working towards, you know, just continuing to build your kingdom, continuing to, when I say, yeah, your kingdom, you have been continuing to just stay focused. You've been persevering. You've been strong. You've been dedicated. And this is the outcome that you get. I don't even really see any swords except for this 10 of swords. Okay, the page of swords on your side over here, which is telling me that you may have not even said many words about this whole situation. You may not have even, you may have seen it. You definitely have seen it. But you haven't said anything about it. You haven't spoken on it. I feel like you were just kind of quietly inching your way out. You were just kind of quietly, you know, doing whatever it was that you were doing to get this justice and judgment. I just feel like whoever I'm talking to just has a really good feel of energies. You don't necessarily have to speak or have to get all of these answers in order for you to know what moves to make. I just feel like you're very intuitive. The Empress is intuitive. You know, the King of Cups is extremely intuitive. You got this Ace of Cups and the Moon. I just feel like you have kind of felt your way through this situation this whole time, and it has gotten you to a beautiful place here right now. So, all right, I said I was done, so I'm going to be done, right? Yeah, all right, I'm done. And the Sun at the end. So the Eight of Cups, walking away from things that don't serve you. You're walking right into your Nine of Cups. You might be walking right into this 10 of Cups because I don't even see the 9 of Cups out here. It went from the 8 to 9 and then the Ace of Cups. When you're emotionally intelligent with your, when you're emotionally intelligent, it does allow you to skip unnecessary steps. Yes, you are about to embark on a journey, but I just feel like you have leaped something. You have jumped something. You have overcome situations in your future that you don't even know about just because of how stable you are. I think that you are going to just see if anything is coming. You're going to just see the truth about a lot. You're going to see, I think you're going to have a good discernment on people's spirit. I think you're going to be able to differentiate the ego from the character. Is that what I want to say? Because the Sun can represent the ego. I think that you are going to be a good judgment of character here in this new cycle that you're entering. I think that your light is going to shine the light on the dark places in other people immediately. And so I don't even think that much is going to, no immature energies really are going to be able to come at you or come to confuse you here in this new cycle, because you are shining bright, you are optimistic, you are happy, you feel free. I feel like life is just about to be, life has been like upgraded for you. Okay, it's been upgraded definitely inside and in the spirit realm. So just start looking for those changes and just know that those changes are about to start presenting themselves here on the outside in the 3D for you. So I hope this message resonates. If you guys can please like and subscribe. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope that everything is just always working in your favor because you are always working hard on yourself. So I love you all. Have a good day. Bye.